Hello everyone, my name is Oitrodeb and today I'm going to talk about the different geometry sections. Well, not really sections, but the different stuff about geometry. So before we get into the like theorems and stuff, let's just like learn about the geometry basics, the essentials you need first. Well, they won't be like that much needed after like when I get into like other stuff, but let's just go over them anyways. So yeah, first of all we have our points. So what a point is, it's basically just a location. It has no size, no width, no height, no mass, no nothing. It just exists there to prove that it is that place or location is taken by something. Points are usually represented by different alphabets or different like symbols, you could say. Let's say like A, B, C, D, and like the list goes on. After that we have a line. It's infinite in both ways. So basically, let's say one end was A and one end was like B. So the distance among like A and B would be infinite because it's a line, and they don't really have points, but you get what I mean. So after that we have a line segment. It's a part of a line, so you can actually like measure it. Let's say it starts from A and like ends on B, which is like 5 centimeters or something. You may like measure it with. It can be anything else too, and like yeah. So it's basically measurable and not infinite in any ways. So yeah, after that we have our ray. It starts at one point, let's say A, and goes on infinitely. So basically no points, but you could say B or something, but like it doesn't have a point because like it's infinite. Yeah. And then we have a plane. It's basically a flat surface extending forever, and that's it. After that, let's go on angles. So two rays like share a vertex, like that forms an angle. I hope you understand what I mean. And so yeah, let's like go through all of them fast. First of all, we have acute angles, which is less than 90 degrees, right angle, which is 90 degrees, obtuse angle, which is like greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. And after that we have a straight angle, which is just 180 degrees. It's just a line or line segment or whatever you want to call it, I guess. After that we have our reflex angle, which is greater than 180 degrees. So yeah, so why this matters is like theorems use like angles a lot, so yeah, I might or might not use these terms. So yeah, anyways, after that we have like different polygons and like sum of angles. First of all we have triangles, three sides, and angle sum is 180 degrees. After that we have quadrilaterals or squares, four sides, and angle sums is 360 degrees. We have after that polygon and sides, sum is like n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Like as I said, like considering n is the sides. Yeah, anyways, let's go over the different like theorems and other stuff about like geometry, not like the basic of basic stuff. So basically, like what is a theorem? So theorem is basically a math rule or statement that is always true, but you have to prove it using logic, definitions, and already known facts. So basically, it's just a question you like have to like understand properly, and then like understand like make it like provable, so that you know that that's true for sure. Like how 2 plus 2 is 4, and you just know it because if you put two like lines among like two lines, then that equals 4. And anyways, let's go over them. So yeah, Basically the thing of like the like triangles is like the triangle theorems. The one of the most popular one is like the Pythagorean theorem. It's for right angles. So by the way, the area is like 1 by 2 times base times height. So yeah, that's a thing, I guess you could call it. And like anyways, let's go back. Pythagorean theorem. It's for right angles, as I said before. And yeah, the formula for it is a square plus b square equals c square, where we are considering like a is the one side and b is the another side, and where c is the hypotenuse. So yes, and like yeah, after that like we have like an example, like how is it like provable, you could call it, I guess. Let's start with the classic 3 4 5 triangle flex. So it's basically an easy like one, a common like right angle triangle, you could call it, I guess. But like yeah, so let's say a equals 3 and b equals 4, then c squared will equal to 3 square plus 4 square, and c would equal to like root taken of like whatever that was. So yeah, anyways, that was an easy explanation of the formula. There are like many different other theories or theorems to prove this theorem. And yeah, it was made by a Greek like math theorist, who was called like Pythagoras. And yeah, so anyways, we have our next one, another triangle theorem, which is not just sum of angles. So a angle sum theorem. Sum of angles in any triangle equals 180 degrees, as I said before, such as 50 degrees plus 60 degrees plus what can equal 80 degrees. So 180 degree. So what can equal that? It's like 70 degrees. Easy stuff. Other there's also other stuff as well. And yeah, and like we have our next one, which is circle theorems. So, what's a radius? Radius is r, and like some people like sometimes like confuse radius with hypotenuse, but no, it is not related. I mean, it is related, but like not that much if you think about it. Anyways, and then we have diameters. Diameters is r2 or d, and yeah, we have the angle at center, which is 2 times angle at circumference. Circumference are another thing you have to like find out and stuff for using formulas. So yeah, angles in like same segment are equal. Tangent, radius at point of contact and stuff like that, I guess. And yeah, so like that's like a circle theorem, you could call it. Not really a theorem, but I just went over basic circle stuff. And yeah, after that we have quadrilaterals. So some different kinds of quadrilaterals are squares. All properties above like combined, above as in let's say like all sides equal the same, all like angles equals to 90, and like stuff like that. Let's go over the other ones first. First of all, we have parallelogram, which is opposite sides and angles equal. That's that. And after that, we have rectangle, diagonals equal and bisect each other. Another one is rhombus, which is diagonals bisect each other again in a like straight thingy. A square is like all of them combined, you could say. Anyways, after that we have like a lot more stuff about like math and all. And like yeah, so I went over some basic stuff, and you could also do that same. And yeah, also some like other stuff you could say is like theorems. Why do we need to prove them? Why do we need to like prove them that they're right, even though we know it is right? So yeah, So basically, what I'm trying to say is like if you have like the different kinds of like info already, then like so why do you have to like find it out yourself, right? So the thing is, theorems are made for that. Even if you know that's true, like you have to prove that out. Like yeah, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's like about the theory and theorems and stuff. So yeah, so geometry is everywhere, and like yeah, it is like based on like a lot of stuff. We use it in different like particle accelerators or like a lot of other stuff like building and all, and like yeah. Yeah, so we learned about like basics and all. We went over one theorem and like some other facts, and you could say. And yeah, you could also try like doing some fun stuff, I guess. You could find out like what is the another like hypotenuse for a triangle that has three sides and four, and like yeah, what could the hypotenuse be? So you could find it out like that. And yeah, geometry is everywhere. It's not just numbers, angles, shapes and lines make the woodwork, but like learn it and use it because they make the world work. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. I went over some basic geometry stuff, and like yeah, that's all. And thank you for listening to me, and that's